Good day from Busae. Through this video, we want to quickly show you the different options of hardware devices you can use on buses with our Busae Driver application. Currently, you can use our app on everything from simple cell phones and tablets to point-of-sale terminals, industrial tablets, and validators, as well as some accessories. To get the most out of Busae, we will show you the most important aspects that you need to think about when using it. First, in addition to the price of tickets, you must ask yourself if you're going to print tickets on the bus, as well as if you're going to use NFC cards now or in the very near future. Let's explore your options. The most economical options are commercial cell phones and tablets, then the POS, followed by industrial tablets, and finally, validators. If we need to print tickets for passengers and you're using cell phones or commercial tablets, the only way to do that is with a Bluetooth ticket system. But they're not very cheap. There are automatic and large cutting options, as well as small portable options. At POS terminals, our printing option changes completely, as it is integrated inside. Thermal paper is always small, and cutting must be done manually. These are complete and economical solutions. Industrial tablets are the option best prepared for printing, as they have many connections, such as serial ports. With these, we can use many inexpensive printers, even with paper cutters big and small. If we want to use NFC or contactless cards with cell phones, you must choose one that has an NFC setup. In tablets, there are usually few options. POS terminals have an integrated NFC reader, but the PAX terminal is used more and mainly for reading bank cards. Accepting a charge is very easy. Just swipe the card over it. You can even use chip cards, cell phones, and smartwatches. In industrial tablets, the NFC reader does not always come with it by default, although most do. Be aware, they do not accept bank cards, but you can add an external reader like this. There are even customers that use industrial tablets for NFC validators. Finally, we have the validators, which are terminals expressly manufactured for NFC reading. These are terminals oriented entirely for the passenger, not the driver. This blue model accepts only prepaid or subscription NFC, although this model can also accept bank cards. Now, let's get into more detailed comments on the hardware most used by our customers. Cell phones and tablets are widely used as they're inexpensive and versatile, even if they are limited in terms of printing and NFC. The POS terminals are very practical and a fantastic value for the money. We even have bases for charging through the side USB port. They come with a rear camera for ID or QR reading, as well as an internal lithium battery for about 5 hours of use. We also have some rubber protection wrap like this, freeing up printing spaces and more. Among the POS terminals, this PAX terminal, the A920, gets a special mention as it is designed for bank cards and available locally in many countries. The rest of the connections are very similar. Here you can see all the international approvals and certifications in almost every country at the banking level, something very important. It also has an internal printer, like all POS terminals. Here is the anti-vandal metal support, especially designed for this terminal. With regards to industrial tablets, there are many models. In Busae, we have several integrated with all standard VESA connections for multiple supports, as well as many external connections for any specific use. The electrical current is very important. Here it goes from 8 volts to 30 volts, specifically for buses. Other models come with highly protected corners, designed to take a beating, with NFC and reading connections. Here you can see some of the articulated supports. Regarding the connections, look closely because not all models have a network or Ethernet socket by default. In this case, the connections go to a separate dock station from the tablet. It is a very practical solution for the exchange and maintenance of equipment. There are connection pins on the base and on the back of the tablet for all possible device connections. Now, let's see another very similar terminal that's even more professional. Here, the dock station has a security key for extraction. Regarding the validators, this terminal is a tactile and economic option, manufactured for buses with many connections as well as QR code reading. On the other hand, we have a more professional terminal with indicator lights, also tactile and autonomous, not requiring the driver's terminal on the bus. The main characteristic is that in addition to prepaid cards, it also accepts bank cards and has all of the international EMV certifications. Regarding accessories, we have already seen a few, so let's focus on the two most common printer options. We have the Star with 232 and Bluetooth connections. Large 80 by 80 thermal paper. It serves the same role as the Cube model, but is cheaper and comes with a main USB connection. At Busae, we have multiple hardware alternatives. We're here for any questions you might have. You can contact us directly on WhatsApp. Keep in touch.